You're gonna want to watch this one. It's a good one. Weather was terrible. Now we got sun. First bit of sunshine all day.
I'm cold as a freak.
Steve and Derek crushed it. Absolute slay today. You don't get it if you sit in and can't sit inside all day if the weather's bad. You just gotta go. Those are the best days.
Especially when there's 8 million people out here when it's nice. You gotta get in when it's not nice.
0 people out today, other than us. Not a boat around. Just a bunch of lobsters that these guys slammed. Enjoy it.
As you can probably tell, the amount of lobsters that there were on the reef this day was absolutely insane. It was every single corner you turned, every single rock you look under, there was a set of antennas looking back at you. And at times, it can be quite overwhelming because more than half of them were shorts. So you really got to sit there and pick and choose. But we're going to let this footage go a little raw for a minute here. This was about a 4-minute clip that we had. We narrowed it down to about 3 minutes here. So you can see just how much action there was right when we first dropped in. Heck, after dropping off that first lobster, couldn't even make it back to the honey hole that we dropped in on without stopping to see this guy. Saw a nice little keeper on the way back and just had to pluck him out. This was one of the easiest rocks of the day. As you'll watch this video go on, some of these rocks weren't the most cooperative with us. But for now, I'm gonna stop yapping and let y'all just enjoy the mayhem for a bit.
Boys are down there diving right now. I get the luxury of hanging up on the boat. Not the most ideal conditions in the world. As you can see, raining like crazy. But we're out here. We are out here. And you can't complain. If they come up with a bag full of lobster, they'll be stoked. Got my buddy Derek in from out of town, so he's just hoping to get a few before we go duck hunting tomorrow. Just trying to keep my eyes on their flag. Our flag actually blew off because the wind is blowing so hard right now, but we still got a ball for me to chase. So, you know, it's not the worst thing in the planet. I don't have to sit here and chase bubbles. Chasing bubbles is not too easy. You got to keep your eyes on it at all times. But as you can see, they got their ball right out there. And that's what I'm following. You can actually see their bubbles are right here. So boys are down right here. Got it under control. I'll be up here piloting the ship. Somebody's got to do it. And it's me today, Saturday. Back on the bottom, the boys are making some pretty quick work out of things, as you can see from the bag right here. But a lot of these lobsters were really close, and there was a lot of shorts out there too. So
We were double and triple checking all of our measurements, and any that were too close, we were just tossing back because there were plenty of others to go for. Now these are the ones that we like. These are the ones that as soon as you get them in your hand, you know without a doubt it's a keeper. So you can just take it straight out of the snare and straight into the bag and go on looking for more. Here comes Derek to the bag with 3 lobsters in his possession. How do you even do that? That takes some mad skill right there. But might not be so easy.
Alright, little update for y'all. Boys have been down for about 35 minutes. We're only in 20 foot of water, so they're probably halfway through their tanks. See the flag right there? They have only moved 80 feet in 35 minutes. 80 feet. They gotta have close to their limit by now, if not their limit. There was a lot of shorts yesterday that we had to pick through. Caught like 30 lobster and only were able to keep 10 because the rest were shorts. So I'm sure that they're having that same struggle today, but it's probably a good time down there. At least they're catching. Action, baby. Action is fun.
After being up top and doing that audio, and then watching this back, I can't blame them in the slightest for only swimming 85 feet. I was thinking that they were crazy while I was up there, but coming across rocks like this, yeah, you're gonna spend some time in one area. So while this rock was absolutely loaded with lobster, these lobster knew this rock like the back of their hand, and you could tell it wasn't their first rodeo being messed with by somebody. So we'll just let this clip roll raw here, and you all at home can see just how difficult lobsters can be sometimes. Now they weren't playing hard to get at first, but boy did they learn the game that we were playing quick. this point, the lobsters under this rock knew the deal, and they weren't going to play nice anymore. So here's where the pain and frustration really sets in as you're trying to catch the one or two that you think may be keepers in here, and they just keep going further and further back into the rock and disguising themselves amongst all the shorts. It's a game of cat and mouse, and at times very frustrating. There was just so many shorts under this ledge, and wanted to take a quick look to see if there were any keepers. So fastest way is to just scoot them all out of there. Only problem with that is they get quite rambunctious once you do that. So it was just time to move on to another rock. This was just making our eyes cross-eyed with how many shorts were there. Chasing bubbles and a crab buoy. Usually when you see the bubbles all in one spot like this and they're not really moving and a bunch of little bubbles coming up, that means that they're catching them. So let's hope that's the case, because now we're coming up on about 45 minutes now. Put them down at 10:05. It's 10:48 right now. They gotta have their limit. What's going on? What's happening? Oh well. I just have to sit up here and guess. That's what I do. Guess how many they have, if they've caught any, why they're only swimming 80 feet. Is there really that many lobster in this one spot? We have 8 other spots along this way. Tough to say. It's always a guess up here. Keeps you on your toes. It's not too bad. At least you're on the boat. Could be at work, sitting on a desk. Luckily, we're not doing that. December 28th, week after Christmas. Not the greatest weather, but you got to deal with what you got. This right here shows that I was indeed going crazy up top, and there can, in fact, be that many lobsters in an 80-foot diameter. Doesn't always happen, but man, is it a sight to see. Coming up on this 3-pack here, you can see the one in the middle is much larger than the one to the right. So If I had to guess, Steve wanted that one pretty badly, but that lobster didn't get that big by being dumb. He scooted back in that hole pretty deep up in there, and then these two shorts followed up in there and made it borderline impossible to get to him. There's just too many lobsters packed in a tiny little hole with multiple exits, and sadly for us, but lucky for him, he'll live to see another day. But we'll be back for him soon enough. Pro tip, if you come across a lobster molt, there's most likely a lobster nearby that grew out of that shell. Well, you know it's a good day for sure when you got 3 lobsters in your hands and a bag full on the way up.
Well, there ain't no more guessing. The boy slammed up. Slammed up, baby. Let's see what we got here. Woo! Holy shit. Come on. Come on. Oh! It's a party.
We got one down here.
That's freaking one. Holy freak. There you go.
Oh yeah. Look at that.
Hell yeah, boys. Smoked them. I smoked them. Bag full of goodies.
Fucking man.
What you got? Ooh, lobster and tuna. Turn the tuna into lobster. Load it up. There you go home.
She's clean.
She's all clean. Everything's clean.
I love it.